Morning. Oh yeah, tidy. Stand and deliver. Oh, it's so soft. My famous cheese straws. I am an autumn. I might have to put a head torch on. If you were with me now, you would want to stroke me. Morning. I don't know if I've started this vlog or not. I'm going out for lunch today with my mum and my dad and my youngest son. So I've put on a waistcoat. I actually feel very adamant. Stand and deliver. Oh, money of your life. I've finished my Stockholm sweater. No, vest. I like to call it a tank top. Ooh, it's dry. It's dry already. Should we try it on? I'm going to prop you somewhere. You don't mind, do you? I'll prop you there. Also thought I might wear this lovely silk scarf. It's very thin and fine, but the chartreuse colour is stunning. I love it. I've had long, thick hair. I would dress very differently and I would wear that round, tied round, flowing at the back. An alarm went off. I suppose I still could wear it like that, but it slips off. I've tried. And I also do look a bit like a Sputnik. Oh, hang on. Fast forward this bit. Look like I'm about to play a party game. Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know. It's not really a good look on me. And it won't stay on. And also, when you've got short hair, if you can't see that you've got hair, people worry that you might be a bit poorly. Yeah. Or maybe if it would sit like that, but it won't, I'd need hair slides to keep it on. Maybe it's something to try at home. It's a look to try at home. Right. So for those non-knitters, you might be wondering, why have you pinned it out on a playmat? Which is essentially what this is, but in the knitting world, you call it a blocking mat. What it is that when you're knitting, it's all scrunched up and the stitches aren't all even. So you give it a good bath, just let it sit in some tepid water, and then you lay it out, you let the water drain out, never wring it, and then you lay it out flat on a blocking mat. You can use a towel or a mattress or anything you've got really. And but of course, you know, when I get into a hobby, I want everything. And then you pin it out to just make it nice and flat and uniform. And the soaking makes all the stitches all line up in a lovely row. So it just gives it a really lovely finish. Obviously, I've still got to stitch in the ends. This is quite nice with these trousers I've got on today. Margot's grizzling. Oh, I think I might have done my Italian sewn bind off a bit tight, but I'm not unpicking that. Oh, there it goes. I'm not unpicking that. Let's hope it fits. Oh, yeah, tidy. Oh, that's lovely. I can tell it feels good already. It doesn't quite go with these, otherwise I would wear it. I look like an autumn leaf. Girls and boys, I am an autumn leaf. I am an autumn. I don't know where to put you. Should have my tripod really. Oh yeah. It's so warm. It's so warm. Yeah, Margot, just say hi. You're just such a waggy tail. Margot has started to grow lumps, skin lumps, old lady warts. Oh, sorry, she's just whispered, please don't tell them that. Please don't. Pretend. Pretend you didn't know. Oh my goodness, guess who I look like? Oh gosh, I've forgotten his name. In Strictly. What is his name? Who's he dancing with? I've forgotten everything.
You're like a racing rattlesnake.
Yeah. Mum.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, but how tall are you?
Oh, that's lovely. 5'2", just scraping. Yeah.
You are taller than Bobber.
And I'm over 6 feet,
But
so
only
don't compare
just.
to me.
But you're shrinking.
I am shrinking.
Me too.
He's got a lot of hair here. Look.
Wow. That's the style apparently. Bobber, try it on. I just said to her, would you like one of these ones? And she said, no, not in that colour. And then she said she liked this one. And I said, oh.
So you're paying
I said, do you want one the same size or bigger? And she said, bigger.
Bigger.
And since I've already got one bigger and haven't been wearing it, you can have that.
How's that?
But it's good on you. It's very nice.
Right, I'm going out in that.
That's very nice. Well, we'll look like dickheads if we both wear it.
No, we won't. It'll be fine.
I don't think it goes right with that colour.
I'm not having a cardigan on. I'm going to put my jacket on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, I was going to wear this anyway.
There you go.
But then I put this one on.
It's very soft. Love that.
It's Lay Family Yarn in Tiger's Eye.
Thank you so much. That's
Dyed
really
it
lovely.
myself because
Can't
Nick
decide,
wouldn't.
That's right. Fabulous,
Nick wouldn't dye it for me. He said, get on and do it yourself. So I did.
You're cool on the cool thing.
You are.
You need a jacket or something.
You really are.
Well, no, I'll show you some of the mistakes in a minute.
No, there's no mistakes. It's
There is,
perfect.
there
No,
is.
no, it's perfect.
There is.
There isn't. It's perfect.
Just like you. I've gone a bit wild with the lipstick. I haven't had my breakfast yet, so it'll wear off. What is it? What is it? Grr. Teenage boys have floor robes. Middle-aged men have drawer robes. And I can't criticise it. I'm a handbag with a clean shirt on the top waiting to go into the wardrobe. I didn't come on to dance with the dog and show you mess around the house, although that's unavoidable. Came on to show you this. It's finished. I've woven in the ends like a proper knitter. And it's all blocked. I do think I did the bind off slightly tight. So it's kind of curving in a little bit. But I like it. It's so soft. If you were with me now, you would want to stroke me. And I wouldn't mind if you did, because my poor old body is so sore. I fell over in the chicken coop again last night. And I went down like a sack of spuds and landed in the stinging nettles. Worse this time because there's 2 thickets and my head and body went in one. My bum was in the mud and the chicken poo, and then my legs were in the other, and my croc came off. I'm going to get some different shoes because that's twice I've slipped in different footwear, and I just need something with clampons on. But oh my goodness, I am so sore from the stinging nettles. I'm so sore because I jarred everything. You know, when your jaw goes, I feel very fortunate I didn't bite my tongue. And yeah, I just feel very bruised and like everything's just slightly out of alignment, you know, instead of being like that, I feel like I'm like that. So that's rubbish. But I'm going to stop moaning about it because I can move, I can walk, I can talk. I just going to find driving a little bit painful today, but it's okay. Going to the supermarket today. Got friends coming for dinners tomorrow night, and I really fancy cooking, properly cooking. I might do a little cooking show with my patrons. I'm gonna cook beef Wellington. It's a bit fancy, that. I mean, it's easy to make, but it is a bit, you know, the ingredients are a little bit of an indulgence, but it's still less than a meal out in a taxi back. So that, dauphinoise potatoes. I'm going to try clotted cream roast potatoes as well. Because I've seen that and it sounds lovely and it makes sense to me that they would taste buttery, cheesy and would go crispy. So I'm going to try that, and then just green beans because it's quite rich food. I'll make some really good gravy and as a little, you know, little sauce, jus. And then I'm going to do an Ameretti tart for pudding, served with creme fraiche. I don't think I'll bother with a starter because that's quite a lot of food. But when our mates arrive, I'll probably I might see what they've got in the freezer section of little nibbly bits that you can serve warm, just to have a little something. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't do this sort of fancy food all the time. Last time the mates came around, we just had bangers and mash. It's only next door and down the road. So we've got 4 mates coming. Yeah, so sometimes when we all get together, it's literally something like, well, I was about to say beans on toast. We haven't actually had beans on toast, but I would absolutely happily serve beans on toast. So we've had chilies and jacket potatoes before as well. Just, you know, easy food. But I fancy cooking. I fancy doing it. I want to lay the table and do all that stuff. The only spanner in the works is Wilf bullied me into letting his friends come. So he's got 4 friends over tomorrow night as well. Only one of them staying over. But it means that when I'm going to be busy in the kitchen, they need to be making their pizzas and things as well. So that's just going to be a pain in the bum. But never mind. I look a bit like a clown today. I think it'll be all right. It'll wear off. Because I've rubbed my face a lot. I have to start with a lot. Just so I end up with some left over. Yes, Bun. I'm going to go to the supermarket and then I'm going to come back and walk you. Right, I'm off. I've just been in Home Sense. Overwhelming. Didn't have any glasses. I need a few breakages, so I'm after some new glasses. Now I'm in Sainsbury's. How gorgeous is that? I am so tempted to get it, but the thing is, I don't need it. I've already got a 4 doodah candle holder. How much is this? So pretty, honestly. Home pressed metal wreath candle holder, £16.50. That is so pretty. So pretty. I wish I do want it. I wish I didn't already have something similar. That's so much nicer than the one that I've got. Step away. You don't need it, Gaynor. You're supposed to be getting rid of things, not getting more. Because the more I get, the more inventory I've got to deal with. That's what I keep saying to myself. The more I've got, the more I've got to do stuff with it. I really like that though. So they've got these, but they're very thick. I don't enjoy thick. That's thinner, that's nice. £4.25. It's got gold around the top, so you probably can't put it in the dishwasher. Hand wash only. I know you should hand wash only your glasses, but sometimes you just want to get them washed. And you can get away with it now and again, but you can't if it's got, ow, paper cut. You can't if it's got gold around the top. They're all right. Habitat, £9.50 for 4. People think I'm talking to myself. They don't know that there's you lot. They're nice. Pop those in there. They've also got, oh, this is crystal glass, £25 for 4. Let's see how they compare. Oh gosh, they're gorgeous. That's right, yeah. They are gorgeous. They're thin. Your nose fits better in this one though. One more time. Clean that up. This is why it's important to wash glasses before you use them, because some Herbert like me's got removal around it. What else have they got? Also need some white wine glasses. They're a bit thick. I forgot to get my hand scanner. They're nice. They're quite big though, aren't they? They're quite big. The thing is, we've had so many breakages lately, we literally don't have enough glasses. If everybody wants a glass of wine tomorrow, don't have 6 glasses. I don't even care if they don't match, I just don't have 6. I've decided to go for the thinnest ones. You've probably sat there going, and the reason why you have so many breakages, Gaynor, is because of the thinnest, the fact that they're thinnest. But it's not that. Nothing survives when you drop things. I'm back. Yes, you're very excited, aren't you? If I put you down there, you'll start twirling and jumping and being crazy. Biting my leg. Oh, my pencil's still behind my ear. When I go shopping, to do a big shop, I like to take a piece of paper so I'm not constantly swapping between screens on my phone to scan. And on my piece of paper, I like to put all the fridge stuff, all the shelf stuff, all the, you know, in categories of aisles, so that I go down an aisle and a whole chunk gets swiped off my list. And I like to have my pencil, and I put it behind my ear. And then anything that I couldn't get, because it wasn't where I thought it would be, I just start a new little column down the bottom. And then when I've done the whole shop, I can refer back to what I haven't been able to find and think about how I'm gonna, oh God, that's Nutella. That means Wilfred's been up and made himself Nutella pancakes. But he's tidied up pretty well after himself, I have to say. Splodge of batter there, dirty frying pan there, and a bit of Nutella, and that's it. He's improving. Yeah, and then I can decide, am I gonna go and hunt down the things I couldn't find by asking somebody, or will I get them somewhere else another time? Depending on, really, whether I need a wee or not. Hi, Bun, it's piddling down with rain. You're not gonna wanna go for a walk just yet. Another top tip for shopping, because I think my way of doing my shopping list is, well, I can't stand doing a big shop in a big supermarket, and that does make it much more, well, just less overwhelming. So that's a top tip. My next top tip is always go to the alcohol aisle first for two reasons. Number one, that is usually the heaviest stuff you're going to buy, and you don't want to be putting bottles of wine on top of your soft things or packets that might burst, or your cereals and bread and bits and pieces like that. But also because by the time you've navigated your way around a massive shop, you will get there and you will find yourself buying 6 bottles of gin, 4 whiskey, 2 tequila, and a couple of mini bottles to neck on the way home. God, this house is a tip. I'm gonna have a good tidy up. There was a chap there while I was looking at the fizz, who was looking for a very specific one, I can't remember what it was called, that his stepdaughter, who knows about these things, had requested he got for the weekend. And there were only 6 bottles there, and they had the offer on of 25% off if you buy 6 bottles that were in the qualifying offer. So he had those 6 bottles, so I couldn't buy one to try, but I took a photograph of it, and I should try that another time. He was a very sweet man, very, very sweet. We were both sort of hollering at each other because he had his hearing aids in, and so did I. They're back in my pocket now because I find them extremely overwhelming. But they're dead good. Here they are. There they are. I love having them. They really are helpful. Whoops. Oh, I just got caught up in my geranium. And they're so dinky when they're in. You can barely see them. And actually, I wouldn't mind if they were absolutely massive and everybody could see them, because then people would, they just talk to you without, can you see? You know, they get your attention and they speak clearly facing you. And then when you say pardon, oh, they're hedge cutting. I might go and ask if they'll do mine. Save us a job. And then when you say pardon, usually people just repeat the last few words of the sentence. But the trouble with that is, it's the last few words of the sentence that you've caught. It's the beginning bit that you haven't heard. So I would be very happy to have great big trumpets like Shrek sticking out my head. Right, I am going to go to the toilet, take my coat off in reverse order, and then I'm going to make an Ameretti chocolate truffle torte and do that with my patrons. I'm going to film that now. Another good thing about shopping in categories is you end up with all of your cold stuff in bags together rather than a little bit here and then put your bananas in and then you go, because it depends on which way around your supermarket is organised. And of course, nobody does a random list and then just zigzags backwards and forwards across the supermarket. Everybody just goes up and down the aisles. But the good thing is that you can get everything as you're walking down the cold aisle, shove it in one bag, and then when you get home, you only need to bring the cold bag in, pack that away, have a cup of tea, and then you're galvanised and ready to go and grab the rest of the stuff out the boot. And galvanise I must, because it's pouring down. So the chocolate torte is done. I'll show you it tomorrow when it comes out of its case thing, and I've put it on a cake batter and blah blah blah. I'm about to walk the dog and upload my Patreon video. And actually what I'm going to do is, for the beef welly, you need to soften mushrooms and onions. So I'm going to get them on the go, really nice and low, take the dog for a walk whilst they just do their thing. Mushrooms and courgettes are my favourite thing to chop. And I always think that an aubergine should be a really good thing to chop, but they don't yield in quite the same way. Delia says that the mushrooms and the onions need to be, you're wonky, you don't care, do you? Need to be chopped as finely as possible because you're basically making a pate. So I've always just done it in the Maggi mix, which we got, Toby and I had that as our first wedding anniversary present. like a joint one to one another. So it is going to be 20 years old this year in December. So I shall just roughly chop up this onion and shove it in the trusty old Maggi mix with 350 grams of mushrooms. She says use a Spanish onion. I don't really know what that is, so I've just got a big brown one and that'll have to do. Now goes digging. Just going to wipe off any bits of mud. It's only a bit of compost, mushroom compost, but you just don't want the grit from it. It wouldn't kill you to eat it. Do you know what? I might as well use all of these. There's only 2 left in there, so I might as well use them all. And now, since I've used this tea towel, that can go in the wash. Tea towels need changing every day if you cook every day, or you know, if it's just knocking around the kitchen, they need changing every day. They get so disgusting, and it's the kind of thing that you're completely blind to. And it's also the reason why people get poorly, is because they'll wipe their mucky hands when they're cooking, you know, if they've been preparing meat, on a tea towel, and then they'll use that tea towel to, I don't know, wipe a mushroom or wipe a worktop or wipe their face or something, I don't know. But yeah, tea towels and dishwash cloths are the biggest cause of tummy aches. A lovely doctor in Chard called Dr. McInerney, when I used to work going around all the doctor's surgeries years ago, she told me that. She said most tummy aches can be avoided by washing your hands and changing your tea towels and your dishcloths, and it stuck with me. Why am I chopping these mushrooms up when I could have just thrown them straight in there? I'll tell you why. They're my favourite thing to chop up, in the same way that tea towels are my favourite thing to run an iron over. Totally pointless, but just does something to my soul. I don't get out much. Oh, I'm more fingers than thumbs. Going to need to be scraped down a couple of times. Oh, here's another thing. Never go into your Maggi mix with a spatula, a rubbery spatula, because you will get tiny little nicks either side there that will slowly but surely open up and you'll lose the end of your spatula, which is very annoying. Oh, it's making me want to cry. This is going to be delicious. Back in the day, when I first started making this recipe, when Bill was a baby, I couldn't stand mushrooms. Oh, it's so oniony. I couldn't stand mushrooms, but I loved this because somehow in the cooking it just doesn't taste like mushrooms. I wonder whether I want to put some thyme in it, but Delia knows her stuff. I really ought to not start messing about. I think you can see just how sloppy it is. I need to let this cook down until it's not a big wet mixture. That butter will all melt. Oh, the flavours will be lovely. And then we'll add salt, pepper and a good grating of nutmeg. Of course, I'm doing all this and I haven't actually procured the beef to go in it because they didn't have any in supermarket. I didn't think they would. I always thought I will go to the butcher's, and luckily for me there are 3 local really good ones. One's 10 minutes that way, one's 15 that way, and one's 4 minutes that way. So I shall start at the nearest. Actually, I might go to the one that's 10 minutes because it's near a garden centre that I want to go to as well. I need some more compost. See how much water's in there? All of that needs to be cooked away. You don't want that making your pastry soggy. Ah, the dogs are barking. I know that there's going to be absolutely no point in me showing you this because the colours are just not going to come out, but the sky is so dark and the sun is setting and it is making the trees literally glow. Let me see if I can change. Does that make a difference? It's incredible, as is this rose that's still blooming its head off, and it's now growing little rose hips. Look, these will all go a lovely reddy orange colour. Covered. It's called the Simple Life. I'm off to the butcher's to get what I need for the beef Wellington. Taking my breakfast with me. Look at this gorgeous grass. My friend dug this up from her garden. She had a lot of it. She said, "Do you want some?" So she gave me some in 2 pots, and I just sort of ignored it for a couple of years and then planted it. Oh, just walked through a cobweb. There and there, look. Oh, it doesn't look any good on film. And it's just done so well. I'm chuffed to bits. Right, off to the butcher's, have my breakfast. We've got a heap of friends coming round, which is fine, but it's just, I've got a lot of juggling of logistics. I'm back from the forgotten the name of where I've just been, the butcher's. I'm back from the butcher's. And it's raining and I don't want to get out of my nice warm car. But I need to, because I need to make pastry and do the prep. And I need to pick up Wilf's friend and get him back here before I've got to take a pet to the vet. Don't worry, everyone's fine. It's just a checkup. So it's Friday night. I have made my famous cheese straws. They're only famous in that most of the time I big them up, tell people I'm bringing really nice cheese straws, and then I burn them. And I still take them. And then I've got caramelized salty nuts, which I just bought from the shop. Some kettle crisps that I just bought from the shop. Trying out the clotted cream roast potatoes. And, oh my gosh, the hair from my jumper was on the beef welly. The most ugly looking beef Wellington you ever did see. I actually think I made the pastry too wet, so I think it's going to disintegrate. Luckily, no one will care, and I'm not upset about it, not stressed. You know, I'm not a food vlogger, so it doesn't matter. Potato dauphinoise, and I'm going to get the green beans out. I'm just going to steam them. I'm going to steam some green beans and some tender stem broccoli, fling it all on the table, which I'm yet to decorate, and got something in my teeth, and then just have a little tidy up, and then I'm going to put on my jumpsuit, all my backless dress. I'd never got to wear any of it to the party. I did that trial, remember, and I never got to wear any of it to the party because we didn't go, because we were poorly, because we ate a prawn sandwich. Yeah. Trouble is, right, this is just friends. This is a casual thing. This is not Margot Ledbetter entertaining Jerry's boss. This is Margot inviting Tom and Barbara Good round. So it's lovely. I can just enjoy cooking and farting about and all of those things. Oh, I was going to go and pick some greenery to shove in my little marble urns in what we jokingly call the drawing room. It's just a living room, but when we were doing the build, we referred to it as the drawing room and it's stuck, so it's just been called the drawing room for the last 17 years, but it is just a living room. So I might have to put a head torch on and go foraging. I've got to go out and put the chickens to bed, so I might. There's some beautiful holly actually. I could get some of that. Is it too early to make the place feel festive? It's never too early, is it? Never too early for a little glass of pickpool. It's a very nice pickpool. I opened it to go in the gravy. I thought I'd better taste it. And I think it's all right. I actually cheated and bought gravy, you know, the good stuff out of a sachet thing, not just, you know, the granules, but the fancy pants stuff. And I've just, so that I can say I made the gravy, I've just added some wine. No one's even going to ask about the gravy. No one's even going to talk about the gravy. I'm not going to say I made the gravy. Yeah, poor old thing. Poor old thing.
It was going to be perfect.
Oh. Come on, let's dig in. Let's have a look then. Oh, look at Rich filming it.
This will get better.
You're gonna have to fight over that.
Oh, look, that's a nice bit. Oh. Rich is filming for his daughter because
Carnival.
she should be here.
Hey?
Beth should be here.
So I've cut a slice.
Is this like your cooking channel?
It's my cooking channel.
It's like bloody Rich.
You can film this.
Yeah.
Just like Nigella.
Not in Nigella.
Get me my
You
silky
need the
dressing
pasta for
gown.
Nigella. Can I be Margot?
She's the chocolate lady. Is it alright? 3 ingredients.
That's bloody lovely.
That's your ingredient. You give me this recipe.
What's in it?
Chocolate sauce.
What's in it?
I've done this. Yeah. I've got
And?
your recipe. Oh my god, I must have given you that quite some years ago.
Yeah,
you have.
What's in it? What's in it?
3 ingredients. So it's double cream whipped, dark chocolate melted, and Ameretti biscuits crushed. Stir it together. Bish bash bosh. Bish bash bosh.
My favourite cocktail at the moment: amaretto and rum and sugar syrup. Same thing. Liquid.
Amaretto and rum.
Amaretto and
How
rum.
much?
Amaretto and rum. It's amaretto, rum, and sugar syrup.
What's that?
It's called Belladonna.
Okay, Rich, we're coming to yours tomorrow night for a Belladonna. Belladonna.
You're a very good cameraman.
Yeah.
This is what I need to get on my PC. I need to get a GTX 650. Prices ranges from 150 to 250.
Okay.
So do you think I should get that for Christmas?
Oh, hang on. I got it.
Okay. Oh,
Oh my god. Hang on.
it's wrong.
Apparently, Jesus, but don't look at anyone.
No,
Seriously.
I could use that one if
What
I
do I
wanted to
do?
get down to
What do I do?
I thought it was like.
What do I do?
Hang on.
What do you mean?
Rich said it was like you had to. It was. Oh, hang on. It's got like a Bluetooth thing.
I think I'm going to connect that to your phone.
Oh, you can. Oh, there you go.
Change it to red.
Red light. He like.
Did he say that you could do that?
Maybe it's the other side.
I need to...
Oh no, that was your ear.
Again?
Ow! I need to
Maybe you have to
measure
go that
my
way.
finger.
Ow, you just hit me
That
on the
way.
shoulder. What's
Hang on.
it supposed to do?
Oh, there you go.
You've done it.
Hang on. Go double forwards.
Whew.
And again.
Ow. Get your hand out.
Whee! Hoo! 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 Hoo!
It flashed and all sorts. No wonder Rich said he was going to bring the manual round.
Yeah, he needs to.
Hang on. Let's have a... There you go.
Oh, yeah. As you can see, we had a very nice time with our friends, and maybe one too many glasses of wine were consumed. Just one. That bloody head torch, oh my goodness, we did have a laugh. I was just giggling away editing that. I cut it down quite considerably because it was just too long to share, but there were some golden moments in it, so I shall be keeping that video for one for the family memory banks. I am so sorry I forgot to show you what the truffle torte looked like properly. But as you can see, Hannah loved it, went down really well. And I'd forgotten that I'd given Jill the recipe years ago, and she says she regularly makes it. It's a winner. She hasn't found anybody who doesn't like it. And the clotted cream roast potatoes were beyond incredible. All you do is you parboil your potatoes like you normally would, and you drain them, rough them up. Sorry, I'm shaking as I talk. I'm shaking with the camera. You rough them up, and you then put the clotted cream on them in the saucepan and give them a stir. They're going to look dreadful. You're going to wonder what on earth you've done. And then you just fling them on a roasting tray. No fat or anything like that. Just put them on a roasting tray. And then have patience, just roast them. And after about 20 minutes, give them a zhuzh, turn them around. They come out like restaurant quality. I was about to say, in fact I did say, and then I'm correcting myself, that those clotted cream roast potatoes were restaurant quality. But actually, when you go to a restaurant, the two things that let restaurant food down, I think, you know, common or garden accessible restaurants, I'm not talking about Nobu or anything. Not that I think Nobu would do roast potatoes, would they? I don't know. I'm not familiar with their menu. Is roast potatoes. Roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings are the thing that let down a roast dinner out and about. Yeah, give it a go. And if you do give it a go, or have given it a go, making clotted cream potatoes, let me know. I have seen somewhere else where you do the clotted cream and halfway through you grate parmesan on. That sounds good too, doesn't it? I'd like to try that. Right, I'm off now. I don't know if I'm going to put a vlog out next week, honestly, because we've had a bit of a run of it since. So basically, I finished filming this vlog 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago. And I'm only now putting it together because I film ahead of time. And we've had a bit of a, Toby's interrupted me there. We've had a bit of a funny week or so. And I just haven't had the desire to pick up the camera. I haven't been very chatty. So we'll see. There may or may not be a vlog next Sunday, but please don't worry if there isn't. It's just me catching up with myself because we're coming up to the crazy season. Got an enormous amount to get organised. And I've just got my head down, got my flippers on, and I'm swimming. Swimming I am. Right, loads of love. Speak to you very soon. Take care. If you've got this far, leave me an emoji of a torch. Do you know what? That head torch was bloody brilliant, and then the battery went flat and it wouldn't recharge, so I had to go in the bin. Gutted. Right, do a bit. Bye bye.